Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Tim Hankewich from Orchestra Iowa as we wend our way through the 26-27 season. Tim's 20th.
Oh, my God.
Should
Thanks
mention
for
that
reminding
again.
me. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel old. Thanks a lot, Dennis.
Yeah. I am here to serve.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Masterworks V.
Yeah.
And it's all Nordic composers. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really super excited about this concert because there's music on there that I've never personally conducted before. So it's a moment of personal growth for me. And also I get to say hello to a guest artist that I started my career with. So
let's start there. Tell me about Winston.
So Winston Choi, when I first got my job in Kansas City in the early 2000s, I had a guest conducting gig up in Canada. And I went up there, and Winston Choi was the guest, and he had just won the Honen's piano competition. Now, for those in the piano world, you know, the big competitions are the Tchaikovsky and the Van Cliburn, and the Honen's is close behind. Not in terms of its prestige, but also in terms of, you know, the money and also its career developing potential. And so I went up there and I met him for the very first time. And he was unbelievable. And in fact, I brought him here at least once, if not twice, in the past 20 years. But I haven't had him back for quite some time. So it'll be kind of nice to say hello and see him again and work with this tremendous artist.
And the piece that tell me about the piece that he's going to be playing on.
Yeah, it's arguably one of, if not the most popular piano concerto, the Grieg First Piano Concerto. It's one of these pieces that if you haven't heard it before, or you think you haven't heard it before, as soon as you hear the very beginning, you're going to go, oh,
that one.
Oh, right. That one. And in fact, I haven't done the Grieg in a long time. We were supposed to do it at the end of our 100th season. And unfortunately, at the end of our season, our guest artist had to cancel due to illness. So I was always thinking, you know, I promised this piece. I'm going to deliver this piece. And
a couple years later,
by God, here we are. We're delivering this piece. So it'll be great to be able to perform that wonderful work with
Does Winston have any history with this piece that you know of?
Yes, he does. As a concert pianist, I mean, there is that repertoire that you have to have under his fingers. In fact, his party piece, which I had him here before, is the Prokofiev Second Piano Concerto. Now, for you piano nerds out there, that is one of the most brutally difficult and awesome and evil-sounding pieces, and that's his party piece. But you know, the technique that he just has technique to burn. He can toss this off no problem. So it'll be interesting to see how he takes a 20th century, if not a 21st century perspective on a 19th century piece.
Okay. And then Grieg is, I don't know that composer's history, but he is one of our Nordics.
Yes, he's from Norway, and in fact, the piano concerto is filled with Norwegian folk song. Oh. But he composed it when he was living in Denmark. And the piece was premiered in Copenhagen. And so a lot of the music on this program, although it's Baltic in general, it's really Danish in particular.
Okay. Well, you know, my ancestors came from northern Germany,
right.
The Schleswig-Holstein region, which was a contended between Germany and Denmark for centuries.
Yes.
And I remarked that to somebody from Germany when I was chatting with them. Mm-hmm. And they said, "Where are you from?" And I told them, I said, "No, you're a Dane."
Yeah.
Only with the complete amount of disdain that only the Europeans
Culture
can do.
Is a hard thing, isn't it? Yeah.
So got the Grieg. I know Sibelius is on the program as well.
We begin the work with Valse Triste by Jean Sibelius, and this is another piece that arguably outside of Finlandia is his most famous piece. And again, you might not recognize it by its title, but as soon as you start hearing it play, you go, oh, right, that one. So the first half is really features a lot of really well-worn, well-known masterworks. In the second half, a great masterwork, but not nearly as well-known as the other two pieces.
And that is?
That, of course, that is the Fourth Symphony of Carl Nielsen, called The Inextinguishable. And it is a tour de force for the orchestra, especially the brass and even the timpani. At the end of the work, there is a figurative, maybe perhaps somewhat literal musical gunfight at the end between the two dueling timpanists. And the reason for that, it was written in 1916, and World War I was very much the backdrop at the time. And so these are the sounds of the battlefield that make its way into this incredible symphony.
Timpani fight.
Timpani fight. Yeah, put your bets down now.
So, and that means, of course, Alan Lawrence is your timpani player, but I assume that he'll be fighting with somebody, right?
Yes, our principal percussion, Tom Mackey. Tom doesn't get a chance to play timpani as often as he would like, sadly, but having both him and Alan really go at it and really strut their stuff, it's really quite a rare treat for our two percussionists.
And I understand that the bar in Opus, in honor of this occasion, will be selling Molly's homemade recipe for lutefisk. So come for the lutefisk, stay for the timpani fight.
If that didn't sell it, I don't know what will.
Orchestra Iowa Masterworks V with Nordic flair and special guest Winston Choi coming up the 11th,
pianist.
The 11th and the 12th. So our normal rotation Saturday night in
Cedar Rapids at the Paramount. Concert at 7:30. Insight starting at 6:45, and then on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. at the Coralville Center for the Performing Arts, with Insight starting at 1 o'clock.
And Insights are across the street. We should also make note of that. You have to adjust the schedule a little bit over in the beautiful piano area there at West Music, which is just awesome.
That's actually one of the reasons why we can't be entirely consistent. Why in Cedar Rapids, Insights is 45 minutes before the downbeat, whereas in Iowa City it's an hour before the downbeat, and that's just to give people a little extra time to cross the street from West Music into the concert hall.
Maybe stop at the donut shop along the way.
Oh yeah, Hertz Donuts. I hear that's a Scandinavian invention. That's what I hear.
I'm pretty sure. Nordic donuts.
Yeah, sure, Nordic donuts.
I'm pretty sure the Rolo coated donut is a
or the lutefisk flavored. Yeah.
If people want tickets, they can visit your website.
Of course, at orchestraiowa.org or artsiowa.com.
All right. Tim Hankewich, have fun with it. Always good to see you. Thanks very much.
You bet.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.